Imagine yourself in the presence of Aslan, the great lion, who represents Christ in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia. He once said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Have you ever pondered the dream that lies deep within your heart? The dream that God Himself has planted within you? It might be a vision, a word, or a picture of the future He has planned for you. This divine dream is unique to each of us, a gift from God that fills our hearts with hope and purpose. Just as Lewis believed in the transformative power of God's presence, I urge you to hold on to that dream, trusting that it is part of His grand design for your life. Stay with us as we delve deeper into uncovering God's dreams for our lives, offering hope and encouragement along the way. If this message resonates with you, please like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's journey together in discovering and living out the dreams God has placed within us. Can I get an amen from you? You ask, why do you hold such a belief? I hold this belief for several profound reasons. Firstly, God is inherently purposeful. As stated in Proverbs 16 verse 4, the Lord has made everything for its own purpose. This profound truth highlights that everything God creates, every action He takes, is imbued with purpose and intention. Each creation, each individual, is woven into His grand design with a unique purpose and plan. God's plan for you is distinct from His plan for me, yet both are equally integral to His divine blueprint. He has intricately designed a purpose for your life, just as He has for mine. Consider the journey we all undertake. We each harbor aspirations, dreams that resonate deeply within us, whispering of our destiny. We sense their importance, their role in our lives. However, life's trials often obscure these dreams. We face setbacks, a missed promotion, a troubling medical diagnosis, or a broken relationship. These disappointments can cloud our vision, pushing our dreams into the shadows. Over time, our dreams may become buried under layers of discouragement, mistakes, or emotional scars from experiences like divorce or diminished self-worth. C.S. Lewis, a towering figure in Christian thought, once reflected, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. His words resonate with the struggles we face. Have you ever felt your dreams slipping away, crushed by life's relentless pressures? Lewis's insights remind us that our trials are not without purpose. They shape us, refine us, and often prepare us for the very destiny we yearn to achieve. When faced with setbacks, do we surrender to mediocrity, letting our potential lie dormant? Or do we, like Lewis suggests, see our hardships as a forge, molding us for greater things? Remember his words, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." Our dreams, even when buried, retain their potential. They await the moment we decide to unearth them, to nurture them back to life. Reflecting on our shared human experience, it's evident that God's purpose for us often involves overcoming obstacles. These challenges are not meant to break us but to build us. They compel us to dig deeper, to reach higher. God's plan, as Lewis eloquently put it, is not thwarted by our failures but often fulfilled through them. Failures are finger posts on the road to achievement, he observed. In your moments of doubt, when dreams seem distant, ask yourself, are these trials my end or my preparation? Embrace the belief that God's purpose for you is unwavering. As Lewis said, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Your potential remains. Your dreams are still alive. Let these truths rekindle your faith in God's plan and your pursuit of the destiny He has prepared for you. Have you ever felt the weight of disappointment so heavy that it seemed easier to abandon your dreams than to face the pain of another setback? It's a feeling many of us know all too well. But what if the story isn't over yet? C.S. Lewis, a profound Christian thinker, once said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." This insight invites us to reflect on the timeless truth that while we might give up, God never does. Consider the biblical promise that God holds our secret petitions close to His heart. What dreams has He whispered to you in the quiet of the night? These whispered promises, often unspoken to others, are the seeds of our destiny. Yet, life's trials can bury these seeds under layers of doubt and despair. How often do we let the echoes of failure drown out the divine assurance that our dreams are still alive? In The Problem of Pain, C.S. Lewis discusses the transformative power of suffering, suggesting that our trials are not the end but a necessary part of our spiritual journey. He writes, "God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone. To rouse a deaf world, reflect on this. Could your setbacks be God's way of drawing you closer, of refining your faith and resilience?" Imagine the courage it takes to revive a dream long thought dead. It requires not just a passive hope, but an active belief in God's promises. Remember the story of Abraham, who, despite his old age and the impossibility of his circumstances, believed God's promise of a son. This is the kind of unwavering faith we are called to have. Faith is the art of holding on to things in spite of your changing moods and circumstances, Lewis reminds us in Mere Christianity. What dream have you buried, thinking it's too late? What if God is waiting for you to rekindle that passion, to step out in faith once more? He is faithful to his word. As he assured in Isaiah 55 verse 11, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth, it will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." If you start believing again, igniting that forgotten passion, God promises to breathe life into what seemed lost. Reflect on this promise and let it stir your heart. Can you hear God's whisper? What I promised you, I'm still going to do. Embrace this truth, for your dream is not dead but waiting for your faith to bring it back to life. In this journey, we are reminded of the profound connection between our faith and God's faithfulness. So let the words of C.S. Lewis and the promises of Scripture encourage you to dream anew, to believe again, and to trust that God's timing is perfect. Your dream, buried but not dead, awaits its resurrection. God always fulfills the dream in his time. It's not in your time, it's in his time. And what is God's time? God's time is always later than our time. God fulfills the dream in his time. So what do we need to do? Keep fanning the flames of your dream. If God has told you something and given you a word, then you hold on to that word. I don't care what the circumstances say, you hold on to that, and you fan the flame of that, and you say, yeah, but God promised. But God promised. When you try to dream a big dream, delays are going to come. Disappointment is going to come. There are going to be delays from life. There's going to be disappointment from people. There's going to be discouragement from your own heart. Your own heart is going to feel discouraged. Your own heart is going to feel like it let itself down. You've let yourself down. Your own heart is going to feel like giving up. Your own heart is going to get weary. But we got to believe that we will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Believe you're going to see his goodness. As you embark on your journey of dreaming and striving, be prepared to face delays, disappointments, discouragements, and detours. It's important to understand that life is not a straight path. It is filled with unexpected twists and turns. But what if these detours are not obstacles but divine redirections? Consider C.S. Lewis's perspective when he said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. These detours might feel like setbacks, but they are often God's way of leading you to a greater purpose." Imagine you're driving down a road and suddenly encounter a road closed sign. The immediate reaction might be frustration or confusion, but what if this closed road is preventing you from driving off a cliff? Similarly, in life, closed doors are not always the end of the journey but the beginning of a new path. They are God's way of guiding you to a better destination. Lewis reminds us, we are not necessarily doubting that God will do the best for us, we are wondering how painful the best will turn out to be. Have you ever wondered why certain things didn't work out? Why did the business fail? Or why did a significant relationship end? Why did illness strike when you were doing everything right? These experiences can be perplexing and painful, but they are all part of God's grand design. Every disappointment, every delay, every closed door is not merely a setback, but a setup for God to take you where you are meant to be. It may seem like it's taking a long time, and the path may appear impossible, but remember, all it takes is one touch of God's favor to turn things around. What are you focusing on today? Is it the hurt and the pain of the past? The dreams that didn't come to fruition? Lewis once said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." Reflect on the dreams God placed in your heart. What used to ignite your passion? Have you convinced yourself that it's been too long, the dream is too big, or it's simply not possible anymore? Think again. You have not missed your opportunity. Despite the bad breaks, disappointments, and losses, you are not lacking. You haven't been shortchanged. When God breathed life into you, He endowed you with everything needed to fulfill your destiny. External circumstances, no matter how challenging, cannot derail God's plan for you. Remember Lewis's words, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." You possess royal blood, and within you are seeds of greatness, dreams so vast that they can only be achieved through a deep connection with your Creator. Believe that you are a person of destiny, that God is directing your steps, and if He is for you, who can be against you? So, what are you waiting for? Get your passion back. Believe that you are destined for greatness. The Most High God is on your side, and with His guidance, you can overcome any detour, disappointment, or delay. Embrace the journey. Trust in God's plan, and watch how He transforms your setbacks into setups for an extraordinary destiny. God has bestowed upon each of us unique resources and talents, and these gifts, though perhaps in their nascent form, are sufficient. They might require nurturing, guidance, or mentorship. Perhaps someone will need to illuminate the true essence of your abilities and help you unearth these hidden treasures. However, if God has planted a dream within you, the talents and gifts necessary to realize that dream are already embedded within you. C.S. Lewis once said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." This profound insight underscores the notion that our dreams and aspirations are divine indicators of our potential and purpose. Consider the story of the acorn. Within that small seed lies the potential for a mighty oak tree. Similarly, within you resides the potential for greatness. God has equipped you with the talent, skill, and ability needed to bring your dreams to fruition. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, "If only someone would notice me, give me a break, or open a door for me, then I could succeed." But Lewis reminds us that our comparisons and doubts are misplaced. He stated, "Comparison is the thief of joy. When you compare yourself to others, you diminish your own unique gifts and, in a sense, insult your Creator." Reflect on this. What if the person you're envying is also looking at you, admiring your unique gifts and talents? Lewis teaches us that our individuality is a testament to God's creativity. By comparing ourselves to others and wishing we had their abilities, we fail to recognize the divine craftsmanship that went into our own creation. When God gives you a dream, He also provides the means to achieve it. Remember Lewis's words, "The task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts." This implies that the role of mentors and guides is not to diminish our capabilities, but to nourish and cultivate them. God's plan for you is not contingent upon the gifts and talents of others. Even in moments of self-doubt, when you feel inadequate, remember that you possess untapped potential. Lewis's writings often reflect on the importance of faith and trust in God's plan. He wrote, "Faith is the art of holding on to things in spite of your changing moods and circumstances. When you trust in God and stop comparing yourself to others, you begin to see the true extent of your capabilities." Why, then, do we often look to others for validation? What inner pain or insecurity drives this need for external approval? By delving into these questions, we can begin to understand and overcome our doubts. God's affirmation is the only validation we need. When He gave you a dream, He also instilled within you the talent and ability to achieve it. Without Him, we can do nothing, and His desire is for you to flourish using the unique gifts He has bestowed upon you. In conclusion, embrace your individuality and trust that God's plan for you is perfect. As C.S. Lewis profoundly stated, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." Your journey is uniquely yours, and within you lies the potential to achieve the dreams God has placed in your heart. Trust in Him, nurture your gifts, and let go of comparisons. Your talents are not meant to be like anyone else's, they are uniquely and wonderfully yours. Have you ever pondered the moment in life when we become so accustomed to our gifts that we fail to recognize their true power? It's a profound journey, one where self-affirmation becomes crucial. We need to remind ourselves, I've got it. I've got it. I can do this. By His grace, I've got it. Just as Paul confidently declared, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Consider the intricate work of our Creator, who has endowed each of us with unique personalities and physical traits. Psalm 139 verse 13 to 14 reminds us, For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This divine craftsmanship underscores that we are seen, loved, and cared for by God. He knows every detail about us, from our formation in the womb to our daily struggles and triumphs. Reflecting on this, one might ask, why do we often doubt our worth and capabilities? C.S. Lewis, in his book The Weight of Glory, offers a profound insight. There are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. This statement invites us to view ourselves and others through the lens of divine significance. Our worth isn't diminished by our imperfections, but is magnified by God's perfect love and purpose for us. God has a special plan for each of our lives, a plan that is both unique and wonderful. Herbert Banks, J.r.r. encapsulated this truth beautifully when he said, Believe it or not, you are a real find, a joy in someone's heart. You're a jewel, unique and priceless. How do I know? Because God don't make no junk. This declaration challenges us to embrace our inherent value and the potential God has placed within us. But what happens when our dreams seem dormant, when the flame of our aspirations flickers? In such times, it's vital to remember that our dreams are not dead, they merely await rekindling. As Lewis eloquently stated, you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. This perspective encourages us to persist, to keep nurturing our dreams with faith and perseverance. God's promises are steadfast. What He has promised, He will fulfill. Therefore, continue to fan the flame of your dreams, trusting that God's timing and plans are perfect. Embrace the journey with confidence, knowing that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that your life holds a divine purpose that is beyond measure. Have you ever found yourself doubting whether your dreams are too grand for God to fulfill? It's crucial to remember that our God is a magnificent, omnipotent deity who delights in doing the unimaginable. C.S. Lewis once said, Aim at heaven, and you will get earth thrown, and aim at earth, and you will get neither. This profound wisdom encourages us to set our sights high and trust in God's vast power. Reflect on Ephesians 3 verse 20, which proclaims, Now to Him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly beyond all that we ask or think, according to the power that works within us, to Him be the glory. This verse is a testament to God's limitless capabilities and His willingness to exceed our expectations. Imagine a moment when you're filled with doubt, questioning your capacity to achieve the dreams planted in your heart. God's promise is not just for the faint of heart, it is for those who dare to dream big and trust Him completely. C.S. Lewis also remarked, You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Let this inspire you to pursue your aspirations, no matter how daunting they seem. In your journey, have you encountered giants that seem insurmountable? Remember David, who faced Goliath with nothing but faith and a slingshot. God specializes in conquering giants and overcoming obstacles. The placard in my office reads, Pray big. Pray big, because God is a big God. This reminder aligns perfectly with the Psalm's wisdom. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Don't let fear intimidate you if your dreams seem larger than life. Instead, let it drive you closer to God, the ultimate giant slayer. C.S. Lewis, in his reflections, often emphasized the importance of perseverance and faith. He said, Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. So, when you find yourself at the crossroads of doubt and faith, choose to move forward. Declare boldly, I am on my way to my dream. I am going to be mighty in God. I am not through. I am not finished. I am not settling. I am moving forward. Allow these affirmations to be the fuel that propels you towards the extraordinary plans God has for you. In moments of reflection, ask yourself, what giants are standing between me and my dreams? How can my faith in God's promises help me overcome these challenges? By engaging with these questions, you create space for God's power to manifest in your life, proving once again that He is a big God who does business with those who mean business. Keep believing, keep praying big, and watch how God's greatness unfolds in your life, turning the impossible into reality.